Nagadef brothers and sisters, thank you for coming back to watch our videos and for subscribing. Thank you. Today, like I said, Nagadef, we are putting our spotlight on Senegal. Macky Sall has been pressing on the opposition like nobody's business. Ousmane Sonko, the guy we know, the Pan-Africanist, has been seeing fire after a lot of things has been happening. We saw him being put in prison where he went on hunger strike.
Was it intermittent fasting?
No, that was hunger strike. And he got so sick that that guy almost died. The last time I checked, he was in the ICU because he had refused to eat. And all this because he wants the best for a country. He wants to be the president. He's ready to sacrifice that much for his country. Guys, if you have never listened to Ousmane Sonko, watch this video and then you tell me how you like it.
It is high time for France to lift its knee off our neck and put an end to this unjust oppression. Centuries of misery, human trafficking, colonization, and neocolonization have caused immeasurable suffering. It's time to put an end to this cycle of oppression. It's high time for France to leave us alone. It's time for France to take a cue from its European neighbors and learn a valuable lesson in independence. Germany is the leading economic power in Europe, significantly surpassing France, which is ranked as the third or fourth largest economic power globally. Germany does not exploit any country, any colony. I can mention Italy, I can mention Spain, who had colonies before, but who do not exploit anyone, who do not interfere, who do not impose leaders in their former colonies. On what grounds does France believe it can continue to impose leaders on us and make choices on our behalf? This must come to an end. And the emerging Africa, the African youth, the African elites, and the African diaspora all stand united in saying no, it cannot continue any longer. France's hypocrisy is evident and pervasive in daily life. Let's examine the cases of Mali and Chad as prime examples of this hypocrisy. In Chad, where the constitutional process has been interrupted, France applauded and its president visited to officially consecrate the new king's coronation ceremony. In Mali, where it is not the constitutional process that has been interrupted, but the transition process, France has condemned and even packed up its things to say that it is leaving Mali. That's hypocrisy. It's the double standard. It is the double language that France employs in its dealings with Africa. During our questioning of Mr. Jean-Yves Le Drian regarding the situation in Ivory Coast and France's decision to allow a third term, he provided a clear explanation. He stated that while he accepted the third term for Ouattara, he refuses it for Belarus. He emphasized that France has condemned the situation in Belarus and has actively encouraged the European Union to do the same. Le Drian explains that in Belarus, millions protested, unlike Ivory Coast, where there were no mass demonstrations on the streets. This is how France deals with African issues. Personally, we expect absolutely nothing from France. We desire her to cease meddling in our matters so that the people of Senegal can exercise their freedom of choice rather than being influenced by France's selection of a candidate using the tactics we are aware of. We begin by targeting individuals, adorning them with the Legion of Honor or a similar knightly rank, enlisting them in Masonic lodges, and informing them to prepare themselves as they will be next in line. Even the hypothesis that Macky Sall may not succeed, we know who is being prepared by France. This must come to an end. It will not occur in this manner any longer. Let's be clear. We have absolutely nothing against the French people. In France, both political and citizen voices are rising to hold and express the same discourse as the one I'm currently presenting to you. For example, the deputies, such as Mrs. Frédérique Dumas, who regularly speaks on the platform of the Assembly, who regularly writes to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, since she is a member of the Foreign Affairs Committee, to raise this unfair behavior of France towards Africa, hold the same speech as us. The same Mr. Jean-Luc Mélenchon, Jean-Paul Lecoq, Andre Chassagne, all deputies, hold the same discourse as us, and hundreds of other voices. The NGO endures. Like other non-profit organizations, are doing remarkable work in the same direction. We strongly urge France to listen to the voices that speak to it about our plan for a more collaborative, fairer, and sustainable partnership between Africa and France. It is crucial that we work together towards a future that is equitable, just, and environmentally conscious. If she listens, I believe we'll have beautiful days ahead in our collaboration together. If he doesn't know how to cut it, thinking he can continue to function like in the time of our grandfathers, this African youth no longer accepts it. France must make preparations for a definitive break and completely withdraw from Africa. Africa belongs to Africans, not France. She belongs to no one else, neither China, nor the United States, nor anyone else.
Tell us what happened that we need to celebrate Ousmane Sonko in Senegal.
So, a Senegal court has ordered jailed opposition leader Ousmane Sonko to be reinstated on the electoral register, a ruling that could pave the way for him to run in a February presidential election.
Yay! Although
Alright.
This is the second time.
Yeah, so
There was another court in the region of Zigoncho which had already ruled that he should be reinstated on the register. But they are doing all they can to ensure that he is not, because they are scared of him.
high chances he will win.
Yeah, they are scared of him because when the coups were happening, there was a probable coup in Senegal because of this guy. The young people love him.
And when
So-
he gets there, the chances are France
Yeah.
might see the deal. Alright, so it says here, Sonko has faced a flurry of court cases over the past 2 years for charges including libel and rape, which he denies. The cases against him have triggered deadly violence in the West African nation.
So he was
Okay,
arrested
gotcha.
in July for insurrection and was struck off the electoral roll.
Yeah.
A decision that potentially ruled him out on the February vote. But the court in the capital Dakar has overturned that decision this Thursday, and Sonko, who remains in jail and who previously had gone on a hunger strike during his imprisonment, has a reason to celebrate. And now they are giving him up to 26th of December to ensure that he presents his papers to the electoral body so that he can be part of him. But these guys, they control the electoral body so that he doesn't participate in
Yeah,
it.
and knowing that in 2019 he was third, he became third. And he's the strongest, they call him the strongest opposition leader. I think he's a big threat, for
Yeah.
France especially.
And if you saw what was happening in Senegal some months ago, people were ready to die for him.
Yeah.
People protested. There were police everywhere. They call them Judahmari in the streets. And the country went into a standstill because these guys were like, no, these people are orchestrating these issues so that he doesn't run, because if he runs, and Macky Sall is not running, so he has his person. If he runs, be sure, because these are two new people, Ousmane Sonko will be the
Sonko
president.
yeah.
And one of our subscriber who participated in our live session over the past weekend, that is on last Saturday, said his name is Africa Vibes, right?
Yeah.
Subscribe to him. He said that if Sonko runs and becomes the president, we'll be seeing Senegal being part of the AES. so
A
you
move
know,
we desperately needed.
and if there are countries that France relies so much on in Africa, in their colonies, it's Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, and Chad. Yeah.
Losing Senegal.
Losing Senegal will be a blow like they lost Niger. Yeah. So,
Wow, alright.
so guys, looking at Sonko, Ousmane Sonko, what do you think? And also, what do you think about him running or becoming the president of Senegal and Senegal joining AES? Let us know in the comment
We're
section.
excited about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
hopefully we'll run and win.
Someone said that we'll be seeing the revolution, the African revolution continuing in the next year.
Yeah, there were countries. In fact, you were saying that so many countries will have coups. I don't know
Yeah,
what.
yeah. Like
Senegal.
5.
Senegal was also one of those. that
Senegal
will
could be
change.
getting Sonko, and
Yeah.
with Sonko, you know what is happening? Hey, yes,
We
it's
can't wait to
growing.
witness that.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. Guys, let us know in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to like the video, share the video, and definitely subscribe. We are aiming to reach 10,000 subscribers as soon as now. Please help us achieve that goal. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye bye.